The MidiLab show.
Then growing your artistry and your audience, So I want to play this clip. I got a couple of them, and we could just talk about it. But here we go.
LaRussell he was the independent act.
King Indy.
Yeah. King Indy out there in LA was championing independence and kind of taking his fans and audience along the journey to truly be independent. He was giving out jewels. He got a clip out there that says, Roc Nation sent me a contract. It said XYZ. I would never do such a thing. And he was running a campaign that said, hey, y'all, I'm trying to sell 100,000 copies independently of my new project in 30 days. He turns right around and announces that he is signed to Roc Nation, which was met with mixed reviews because of what he has stood on for so long.
I've seen people do this where I've gotten as far as I can on my own. I hit the ceiling. And now to get to that next level, I need some shit that I can't get.
If you stood on a platform of fuck the label, fuck the label, fuck the label, for you to now go jump ship and go sign with the same label that you dissed not too long ago, you betraying the little niggas that could have potentially signed a deal and you fought for them not to sign.
My guy, he signed to Roc Nation.
And people are really upset about that.
I would say this, if you think like that, you are in the little nigga category. LaRussell is playing the game. To me, I always say, I speak on LaRussell in the situation because I worked at Roc Nation. I remember there would be employees at Roc Nation that were mad at LaRussell for saying Roc Nation offer was weak. And I remember just thinking, why are you so mad? He's just telling his truth. Right. But that's because they thought like little boys. They thought like little boys. It was he's talking about us. A man understands he's trying to get somewhere. That's why he's talking about us. That's the only label he focused on. Is the only label he probably wanted to manifest. Once he got all the little niggas and they little offer out the room and he got in the room with the big nigga, what happens, guys? A deal gets signed and everybody happy. I just want y'all to stop paying attention to how you guys react to certain things. LaRussell is playing the game. Hove is playing the game. Little niggas are playing games too. They just don't understand the big game. So they talk like little game niggas. Oh, LaRussell will sell out. LaRussell has been building his brand. You do not go far without help. But guess what? The further he goes, the more he owns. And by the way, if you're caught, if you have your panties up in a bunch over LaRussell, I would ask you to look at your life. Because why do you have your panties up in a bunch of a decision another man made for his life? You was too caught up in his life. You forgot that you had your own.
The MidiLab show.
Man, that's 100.
Man, get your panties out the bunch.
That's 100.
I just want to see how you feel.
Well, here's my question. He's never going to not talk about community. He's always going to give back. So what's the problem? Because he signed and he's getting money, he's going to be able to further help the community, right? He's not going to just forget about everybody. That's what he stands on. I don't understand why there's an uproar.
Maybe because it's who he signed with all the, all the dark rumors and all the dark stuff that come behind that label. Maybe, everybody's like, well, they just like, well, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That was Diddy, the buddy right there. So,
I think this dude was out here talking about F a record deal. And then they made an offer he couldn't refuse. He's not your normal. He's not signing to a Tupac deal, bro. Or a Snoop Dogg when he first signed with Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Or a Biggie with Bad Boy. This dude came in on his terms. I saw a post when he addressed everybody talking about his life decisions. And he was lightweight hurt, I think, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When he responded. Because as I read the message, I could feel the pain in him as he's writing it, man. This dude is talking about, people are talking about his life as though they know him personally. So that to me means it's not people he knows that are saying this shit. It's your average fans or maybe even fanboys, you know what I'm saying? Like who were artists of themselves, like looking up to dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think rappers look up to each other, but continue.
No, that's not true.
I disagree with that, but we'll address that later.
I think rappers hate each other. They really don't like each other.
This dude is up here and he's trying to expand. He hit a certain plateau and he understands that as you go independent, you can only reach so many people. You know what I'm saying? He didn't sign to a normal record deal where he has to put out 3 albums in 4 years and blah, blah, blah. It's not like none of that. This is a distribution deal. This is the same type of shit MC Hammer signed with Capitol when he kept telling them, no, take your $100,000 advance back, bro. I don't need that. I'm doing $250 a year on my own. I don't need your money. He came to it from a position of strength, not a position of weakness. I don't need Roc Nation to be LaRussell. Roc Nation needs LaRussell to further Roc Nation, and that was the position he signed the deal from.
Okay.
And for anybody, anybody talk shit about that, y'all some suckers to me, man. Like you ain't trying to further your life. If you don't understand what this dude is doing, you don't know about furthering your life. You can only get so far by yourself before you have to surround yourself with the conglomerate of people. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the MidiLab. You know what I'm saying? Because every one of us on our own, we dope. We independent. We awesome. But all of us together, bro, we unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? LaRussell, that times 100.
Hey, you heard it first from the genius, man. From the genius.
What you got to say about it, AT?
I did speak on it. I want to hear what Jag got to say about it.
Shoot, man, y'all covered it kind of beautifully. It just boils down to people knowing the difference of distribution and jumping through hoops. There's deals that you sign your life away, and there's deals that you sign to make a way. So that's short, sweet, and simple.
All right.
I mean, somewhere along the line, you know, like I was saying a little bit earlier, for the Bay Area, right? You get an Empire distribution deal. That's the pinnacle of success for the Bay Area, right? I think that being independent is powerful. The grind, the culture, self-built foundation, you know, is in our Bay Area DNA. But I feel like ghetto gold isn't enough if the goal is global, right? And I think that's where LaRussell wants to go, right? He doesn't want to be pigeonholed just in the Bay Area, right? And also I want to say that LaRussell, he never lied about who he was or what he wanted to do. You know, he spoke his truth from day one. And he wants to be the best. That's why I say, when I say that artists don't like each other, I'm saying when you're in that ring, it's you want to be number one. I feel that LaRussell gave hope to independent artists by proving that you don't need permission to start. Growth means movement and recognition, and that matters when it expands the visibility of an entire region. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to say that Roc Nation recognizing LaRussell isn't just a loss. It's at all for the Bay Area. It's really a win. You know what I mean? And that's a spotlight, you know, that was created. You know what I'm saying? We created trends in the Bay Area for decades and rarely received credit for it. So this is about opening doors and not closing them. So we should stand behind them. And LaRussell, I'm gonna be real, he doesn't owe anybody any favors. You know what I mean? He's built his own fan base. He's not chasing approval. And you know, if collaborations I feel make sense, that he'll do it. He did that in his backyard, right? And I'm gonna wrap this up, but I think that his focus is his own brand and his own longevity that he built. You know what I'm saying? He didn't wait for a cosign. He didn't quit when things didn't click right away. It didn't work out, right? It was him and his team grinding, believing, and pushing until they landed on the Super Bowl stage, right? It didn't happen by accident. And I want to say this real quick. You know what I'm saying? We call MC Hammer a sellout too.
What?
And
who did it?
Come on, man.
Who did that, boy? Y'all don't know about MC Hammer?
Back in the
day, boy, I never did that. Hey, MC Hammer, Stanley, I ain't never said you was a sellout.
Man. People
never, I never said that.
Hammer with the pants and all that, but Hammer gave Oakland and the Bay the biggest global look ever. And and instead of embracing it, there was a few people that really criticized it. If you go on YouTube and you look, there's a clip of Tupac actually knocking down MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
That's only.
And then what happened? What happened when people criticized MC Hammer though?
He showed up at their doorstep.
He showed up in the parking lot.
Deep is boy. Y'all thought MC Hammer was a punk? No, MC Hammer ain't no boy.
You know what was inside of them Hammer pants?
So all I'm saying, I'm gonna be quiet, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want us to repeat that same mistake, how we kind of wrote MC Hammer off because it was a 2 Street, or it was, you know what I'm saying? He had a major deal with Capitol. So any artist, especially from the Bay, calling LaRussell a sellout is really saying one thing: he outworked you.
You know, that's 100. That's 100. L. I will say that they said the same shit about 40 Water too.
Right.
When 33 years ago, when 40 signed a deal with Jive,
right?
Cats from Vallejo was talking about he forgot about the homies. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a sellout. Oh my God, he's terrible.
Right.
No, bro, he reached a plateau on his own and was like, I'm gonna need some help now to get my music and my message further out there. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened, bro. Like he blew the fuck up, dog.
The MidiLab Show.